semi-final of the K1 200 meters men. I remember the kind public to start to support athletes not before 2 or 3 seconds after the start. The younger 34-63.
In 3, 4, and 5, please come to the port control. Lane 3, 4, and 5 to the port control.
The younger 34-63. Navakauskas 34-85. Kaczmarek 35-17, Akmens 35-41, Tokarnitsky 35-82, Tratsiakov 36-15, Koetsi 36-48, Yamadov 34, To 36-77. Second semi-final of the K1 Men 200 meters. Line 1 Netherlands, Nils Crowell. Lane 2 China, Peng Zhou. Lane 3 Slovakia, Miroslav Zapko. Lane 4 Russia, Yuri Posligai. Lane 5 France, Maxime Beaumont. Lane 6 Hungary, Miklos Dudas. Lane 7 Australia, Stefan Bird. Lane 8 Serbia, Marko Dragosavljevic. Line 9 Ireland, Tom Brennan. semi-final of the K1 Men 200 meters.
Lane 4, 5, and 6, please come to the pole control. Lane 4, 5, and 6 to the pole control.
Maxim Beaumont, 34.89, Kosigai, 35.34. Dragosavljevic, 35.61, Dudas, 35.70. Satko, 36.24, Beard, 36.28, Brennan, 37.13, Zou, 37.23, Crowell, 38.03. Third semi-final. On lane 1, Kyrgyzstan, Igor Dorofev. Lane 2, Finland, Niklas Vetanen. Lane 3, Denmark, Orion Pilo. Lane 4, Czech Republic, Filip Svab. Lane 5, Great Britain, Edward McKeever. Lane 6, Sweden, Peter Menning. Lane 7, Korea, Wang Yi Cho. Lane 8, Japan, Seiji Komatsu. Lane 9, Moldavia, Sergei Virov. The first, the second, and next best time on the final 8. Start line, the third semi-final, the K1 200 meters men. Dorofim, Vitanen, Pilo, Svab, McKeever, Mending, Cho, Komatsu, Viro. Third semi-final. K1 Men, 200 meters. On lane 3, Olympio, Denmark. On lane 6, Freedom America, Britain. Pilo, Bering. On lane 4, Trio Guava.
Peter Manning just beat out Philip Svav and Ed McKeever third. What do you think about that, Lonnie?
Yeah, that's really good for Ed. Yeah. Well, we've got to hope for the third fastest time, really, I think.
Lonnie Belcher and Matthew Layton coming to you live from the Edesco Regatta course, semi-finals day. It looks like Ed missed it.
Yeah, I was just watching the finish, and I didn't think he'd got the third, so he's going to be really disappointed with that.
So the graphics show third, but clearly watching the images more closely, it's
solid performance from Peter Manning.
So Lonnie, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
So you were on the water a little bit earlier?
Yeah, we had our K2 500 final, which we were a bit disappointed with, but yeah, just got to move on from that now.
Move on and talk to you about what's going on the water. As you can see, it's a stunning day. Confirmation of the results as Peter Manning takes the first place, Svav second, Pilo third, career fourth, Ed McKeever way off the money in fifth. That means it's the end of his regatta.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, but it was also close and such fine margins, really, isn't it?
That's what they all say. That's what they all say. Well, as you can hear, there's an electrifying noise going on. It's the Russians below us, it's the Hungarians, and I guess the Swedes have been making a bit of noise in the last few minutes. That was final three. We're now going to move on to, semi-final three. We're now going to move on to semi-final four.
We've got the Spanish in here, and he'll be quite a strong contender.
He's been around for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah. And Ecuador as well.
Ecuador, Cesar de Salare, who has his heavy goods vehicle license, is not going to be using today. Another heavyweight is Tim Hornsby from the USA, who knocked around a lot with the stars from Canada. Who else do we have in our picture? Maxime Richard from Belgium is world champion in other disciplines. That might be difficult to keep it going. Local interest is Eduardo Carini. So some big hitters here. So they're lining up. It's 200 meters. It's as fast as they're going to get.
Brazilians have got quite a big team here, with it being in Rio next year. Got a really large team.
And the tension's mounting. It's going to be 35 seconds, which will decide their fate. And clearly what we're talking about at the moment is the quotas. In the men's 200 meters, there's going to be 8 go through and have a quota to qualify for the Olympic Games. Clearly now is the semi-final, but you need to qualify from there to actually know what you're doing. It's the first 2 that go through, so times are pretty much doesn't matter, does it?
No,
Might give us a guide, but
next, is it fastest 3? No.
They go straight into B.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the line, nerves at maximum. Tim Hornsby often has a fast start, so look out for him in lane number 4.
Yeah, he's been training with the Canadians, and they did really well to make it into the K2 200 final. So
Twice.
Yeah.
Well, here they go. Who's going to be the first to show? Well, it looks like Tim Hornsby, this head, has the fastest start.
Tim's got a solid start.
Lane number 2 as well. It's Argentina looking good at the top of the picture. That's Ruben Azulevoisa, and he's coming through with 100 meters to go. It's Cesar de Cesare, who's now making his move in lane number 3. Lane number 2, Argentina. Lane number 3, Ecuador. Well, there's 6 boats all in a line, but it looks like it's going to be Argentina, Ecuador. But right at the bottom, well, it looks like it's lanes 2 and 3. If they'd had it another 10 meters, it would be a different story.
Yeah, wow, Argentina is an amazing race.
Well, he led from pillar to post. They're giving it to, initially they're giving it to Ecuador. It doesn't matter really, it's the first 2 that go through. So Cesare always had a very fast second section. Well, it's a tiny 14,000th of a second that he actually came through. Well, look at that, 1, 2, slightly ahead. Yes, he just in the last 2 strokes he pulled ahead.
Nella prima semifinale fa il Caffè